Good morning, everyone. As you all know, we had completed our quarterly exam, and today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is chapter 4. Chapter 4, multiplications. Students, as we all know, we all have been doing multiplications for the various times, but same here in this chapter we'll be doing the same. But before we start the chapters, I just want to clear out some basic things. So now, first of all, what is multiplications? My first question is, what is multiplication? As we are going to start with the chapter, the question arises is, what is multiplication? It is nothing but the shortest way to find a sum. Now find the sum doesn't mean a different number. It means if numbers are same. Like for example, if I am taking 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Now adding this number 5 times, it takes a lot of time. And multiplying this number 5, it takes a less time. So the sum that we get is the same, but multiplication is the easiest way, shortest way. Okay, now here 4 into 5 equals to 20. We have three basic things in this. Okay, 4 into 5 gives us 20. Clear, students? Now here, what is this 4, what is this 5, and what is this 20? Remember always, the answer that we get when we multiply a number, it is known as product. A number to be multiplied with is known as multiplicand, and the number multiplied is known as multiplier. So these are the three basic things to be learned before we start with the multiplications. So students, now we'll deal with the properties of multiplication. Number one property that we are having is order property. Now what happens in this property? It is nothing but if the order of the factor is changed, like for example, if I am giving you 4 into 5, it gives us 20. If the order of the factor is changed, it means if I am changing the order, 5 into 4 equals to 20. The product does not change. So what does this order property says? It says that if the order of the factors is changed, the product does not change. Clear? Like 4 into 5 gives us 20, 5 into 4 gives us 20. The result coming is same, even though the factors are changed. So 4 into 5 is equals to 5 into 4. So now let's see the second property. Second property that we are having is associative or grouping property. Now what happens in this property? It means if the grouping of the factor is changed, the product does not change. Like for example, what does it mean? It says that if the grouping of factors is changed, the product does not change. Like if we take 2 into 4 into 3, So here these two numbers are in the group. This gives us 2 into 4, 8, and 8 into 3 equals to 24. So now if I am changing the group, like for example, if I am taking 2 into 4 into 3, it gives us 2 into 12, which is equals to 24. So now see here, the sum is the number that we get, or the product we get, is the same, that is 24. So if the grouping of the factors, these 3 are what? These 3 are the factors. It is changed. Like here we had changed the groupings, but the products that we get is the same. It is not changes. Let's see the third property, that is property of 0 in multiplication. It's a very simple, that if 0 is one factor, the product will be 0. It means very simple, that if we multiply any number with the 0, the result that we get is 0. Like 0 into 4 equals to 0, 0 into 10 equals to 0, 10 into 0 equals to 0, like this. Let's see the fourth property, that is property of 1 in multiplication. Now what does this property says? It says that if a number is multiplied by 1, what we get is a number itself. So the product is number itself. Like for example, if you multiply 2 into 1, so here we are multiplying a number with 1, and what we get is a number itself, that is 2. Like another example, if we take 105 into 1, what do we get is a number, that is 105. Now the last property of multiplication, that is distributive property. This is fifth number, distributive property of multiplication. Now in this property, what do? We distribute the products. Like for example, if I am taking 5 into 12, so this 5 into 12 can be written as 5 into 10 plus 2. Clear? 12 can be written as 10 plus 2. Now the way to multiply is that we have to multiply 5 into 10. As we have plus here, we'll write plus, and then 5 into 2. 5 into 10 gives us 50, plus 5 into 2 gives us 10, and sum we get is 60. Similarly, 5 into 12 gives us 60. So the sum does not changes, the product does not change even if we distribute the multiplicants. Now students, as we know that when we multiply a number by 10, 100 or 1000 or any number, remember always that we have a rule for this. To multiply a number by multiples of 10, 100, that is 20, 30, 200, 400, etc., the non-zero factor, put as many zero at the end of the product as the number of zeros at the end of the factors. Like for example, if we have 10, we have to put 1 0 with the number to which we are multiplying. Like for example, if we multiply 2 into 10, so now what we have to put 1 0 and the number 2. So answer we are getting is 20. Like for example, if we are multiplying a number with 100, so how many 0 do we have? We have 2 zeros, and then we'll write the number 400. Instead of multiplying a number particularly, it takes lot of time, so this is the shortest way to multiply a number. Like for example, if we are taking a number with 1000, suppose I am taking 105. Now I have to multiply this number with 1000. If you multiply it with particular number, it takes a lot of time. So now we know that we have 30 here. So we can just write 30 and last the number, that is 105, and here is your answer. Clear? Now like for example, I am giving you another question, that is 387 into 20. Clear? So now what you will do in this? Earlier though you were having only 10, 100, 1000, so it was very easy, as 2 into 1 is 2, 4 into 1 is 4, 105 into 1 is 105, and the 30. But now here we have 10, so we will write 10, but before 0 we have 2. So what we have to do? We have to multiply the non-zero factors. Clear? We have to multiply this non-zero factors, that is 387 into 2 we have to do. 14, 8 2s are 16, plus 1 17, again plus 1 goes up, 3 2s are 6, plus 1 7. So what do we get is 7740. Or you can write it this way also, like we have 387 into 20. We can use the property. Which property we'll use in this? Distributive. So 20 we can be written as 387 into 2 into 10, right? 20 can be written as 2 into 10. So now what we have to do? We have to remove the zero factors. So we'll take non-zero as a common and we'll keep 10 as a separate number. So 387 into gives us 774, as we had done already, into 10. Now it's easy. 10 means 10. This into 1 gives us 774. So this comes your answers. Okay students. So that's all for today's class. I hope you all have understood the chapter. Watch the video carefully, and if you have